Right, hello, good morning. Hopefully I don't look as tired as I think I am because I couldn't sleep. This is the first full day in Australia. I got here yesterday, as you'll have seen from the first video, but I was majorly jet lagged. I woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning, couldn't get back to sleep for love nor money, and then I had a quick look on Instagram and saw that James McLean was in the gym at 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. So he was similar, albeit he was working out where I was just lying in bed doom scrolling on my phone. So loads we can discuss as I go on basically a big walking tour of Sydney today. That's what I'm going to do. I like when I go to a new place to kind of just walk around, explore different neighbourhoods. So the harbour is where we're going to aim for. The Opera House, maybe we'll find out some good lookout spots, the bridge, all that good stuff, and eat and drink our way through the city. And then there's loads of things we can talk about along the way. The training kit is out now, and the squad list, 30-man squad. So yeah, there'll be a few things to yap about as we walk around Sydney. Right, I have walked down towards the harbour, which you can see Harbour Bridge behind me there, just about. And one of the things that's most interesting about Sydney so far, just walking around different areas, different neighbourhoods, is that parts of it, to me anyway, parts of it feel a bit like Manhattan. I can't remember the area, I should have looked. Maybe like York Street, York Lane, something like that. Definitely the architecture of the buildings had a very New York, Manhattan feel to it. Maybe I'm just talking rubbish, but that's how I felt anyway. I just walked down, just kind of wanted to come down by the harbour side, have a look at the bridge. I should say as well is that it's a whopping 9 degrees, which is why I probably look cold. I often do. But yeah, 9 degrees Celsius. So it is not peak summertime, obviously, coming in Australian winter. But I was listening to Mark Crichton talk on the Fearless Pod, and he was saying about temperature-wise, the difference between going to the US this time of year and going to Australia is obviously markedly different. The guys are over in Melbourne right now, similar over there, if not a little bit wetter. And yeah, Sydney is not going to be burning them to a crisp. So any hope after Slovakia, where it was 34, 35 degrees every day, that I would be topping up my tan here in Sydney it's a write-off. Right, behind me, there's got to be a better viewpoint than this for me, but the Sydney Opera House, which has got to be on your travel bucket list, surely. I know my parents, when they took it off, they were very excited to see it. At the minute, I'm just working out and getting my bearings of which place to go. I've kind of Googled some different photography spots for the Opera House. But yes, behind me in this fence, that is where it is. So Sydney Opera House, Harbour Bridge. This has been so far a very successful little recce on my own, and it's also incredibly quiet. The only people I've come into contact with are those getting themselves breakfast on the way to work this morning, and a couple of other tourists like me. But pretty much, it's just me and a handful of other people, very cold, exploring the sites. Okay, while I'm just sat here watching people on a river cruise, I thought I would ask what you made of the training kit, which if you haven't seen is on the screen right now. We'll probably chat about it on the podcast as well. My initial reaction was a Riva bus seat cover. That is my immediate reaction. But I also don't hate it, so I don't know. I got a few texts that they really didn't like it, but even though I think it looks like a bus seat cover, I don't actually hate it. There's something that is just quite funny about setting up a tripod and trying to film a nice video with this in the background, and then you just see sort of passing by wondering what the hell you're doing. So that does make me laugh. But yeah, it is very, very quiet down at the harbour front here. There's Sydney Opera House behind me, and the more I think about it, the more I just think this is actually, in terms of temperature and atmosphere, is actually a really good location for a pre-season. It's just that it's a day away, right? Like it's 20. I think that's what's kind of dawned on me as well, waking up today, is that everybody I want to chat to is on a completely different point of the day, maybe the previous day, and it's just completely all over the place. My daytime's their nighttime, etc. And yeah, so apart from the actual time difference and the mammoth trek it is, so many things for Australia make so much sense in terms of preparing for a season. Just that one major caveat, I think. See, now where parts of the route here reminded me of Manhattan, this part definitely reminds me of the sea walk in Vancouver where we were with Jeff and Ant last year. Incredibly peaceful, and basically just the odd cyclist and most people walking, going past. Very, very relaxing. Right, I am about 14,000 steps into this sort of morning walk, which is good going actually. And I'm feeling pretty good, even though I was awake from like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'm on a little recce to check out the Allianz Stadium just to see if there's any signage about the Wrexham game, see if there's any sense of excitement that Wrexham are playing Sydney in a week's time. It'll be a week today. Today's Tuesday the 8th, and it'll be playing in a week's time. So yeah, I'm just coming for a little recce. Walked about an hour, I think it is, from where I was near the Opera House. So yeah, let's see. Not many people about, very quiet, and then I think I'm ready to sit down and get a drink or something, because we're walking around early. Can someone tell me what bird that is? Because I'm officially unsure. Is it just me that thinks this looks a little bit like Paul Mullin carrying a rugby ball? Okay, so my observation outside the Allianz Stadium is there is no signage whatsoever. There is no clue that Wrexham are in town, which people in the comments might say, that's fair enough. It's just a pre-season friendly, and Wrexham are just a championship team. But you'd expect one flyer or one notice board or one sort of advertisement with the 2 badges on. I don't think that's too much to have expected. So I'm interested to see what it's like on game day, because when I had a look at the tickets, they'd sold probably better than the Melbourne game, albeit I'm not sure if the Melbourne one just was only showing what was still available. But we shall see, yeah. I mean, it's a very lovely facility by the look of it, the Allianz Stadium. I've had a quick look around the mega store, no half and half scarves that they were in Vancouver with the white caps. So I'm curious, this might be a completely different place in a week's time on game day, but as of now, week out, no sign of Wrexham whatsoever.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I was very, very tired and my phone was dying, so I came back, put my phone on charge, decided I would have a 1 hour nap, or like an hour and 15, put a reminder on my phone. And next thing I know, I wake up and it is dark, so need to go back out. Body is just fighting for its life here with the jet lag. Right, let's wrap up another vlog. I ended up doing about 28,000 steps, which was not bad going at all. That was a nice long walk that I needed to kind of walk off the jet lag, helped by the afternoon nap. But in the end, I just went out for some beef short rib, which was very, very nice, and the staff were really nice. And then found this bar, I think it was called the Marble Bar, so I went in for a drink there. And I got busy a few days now. I think I'm at the zoo tomorrow, I think. Then I fly to Melbourne. There's lots going on in Melbourne. I know a lot of people are keen to meet up. So let me know if you know of the kind of pre-meetup where I should go in Melbourne. And then the game on Friday night. Saturday I fly back to Sydney. And Sunday I may even be on Australian TV. We need to wait and see if that happens or not. But appreciate all the people that watched the first video. If you watch one, if you watch them all, I really appreciate it. And all the book recommendations. The book I'm reading, the one by Samuel Beckett, is just... I've never read anything like it in my life. I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest. I'm going to have to try and find a way when I put it on Instagram to sum it up. But right now I'm a little bit flummoxed by that one. But yeah, thank you for all the support. We're closing in on 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is great. And yeah, really appreciate it. So there will be a normal podcast, fingers crossed, I hope so anyway, with Rich to talk about the training kit and the Australia in general and preparing to face Melbourne Victory and all that good stuff. No new signings by the look of it, but we'll find something to get stuck into, I'm absolutely sure. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with a koala or two in sight.
A Wrexham AFC podcast with Nathan Salt and Rich Bay.